It's me, Ceejae, and welcome back to my channel. I have no clue what I'm even going to title this video, but let's go. I was in the car just driving home from school today and had, one of my normal early life crises where I'm like, oh my goodness, I'm wasting my time, what's gonna happen? Ah! And I just made a video, about like don't waste your time 2019, but there's just some things that you cannot avoid. Hi, I'm in college and to get a job you kind of need a degree, so that's why I'm here. But the problem is I was driving back from class and I was just thinking, this is such like a joke. And I don't mean that education is a joke, because I love learning. Like, I love filling my brain with random knowledge, unless you want to be like a lawyer or a doctor, something like that. I don't really think that college is a necessity. Mind the fact this is coming from somebody who's only held 2 like real jobs in her life, so I don't really know, everything about the real world, but you read things, you hear things, you see things, and as somebody who is literally living in the age of like, we're here to teach you all these things that'll help you in your career, I guess the most personal and simple example of this is just what my major is. My major is radio, television, and digital media. Normally, whenever somebody asks a person in this major, like, oh hey, what's your major? They'll either say RTD, which is the acronym for it, or they'll say, oh, I'm a radio television major. I don't want to work in radio. I don't want to work in television. I want to go into the digital media aspect of it. So I think the fact that everybody leaves out the digital media part of the major, just, kind of emphasizes the fact that it's not really taken all that seriously. Like, I'm pretty sure I've been handed like an exam that just says radio television quiz. I've never taken a radio television class. I've taken RTD classes. I've taken like writing for television. I've taken audio production, but I've never taken like one that's a hybrid of the two, so I'm just assuming that was like an old quiz. If you're only titling it those 2 things, maybe it doesn't have the digital media in it, and that's what I'm studying. I would say that a solid 70% of the classes that I have taken in my 3 years at university could have easily been online courses. And that's just, it's a pain. I just don't get it. It's like I could be out living my life and just doing this at home, like at night, just during my free time, and instead I'm spending an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours stuck in a classroom where the teacher is just lecturing, rambling on and on about things that aren't necessarily going to be on an exam. When they're also like, you have to read the book and here's a study guide. Like, when they give you all the information that you need, where you could just not go to class and still pass, but because they have an attendance policy that also plays into your grade, which I think is tangent. Attendance policies are a load of crap, in my opinion. I think that if you're gonna skip class and you skip a quiz, that's on you, but if you're able to miss class and still come in and do well on an exam, do well on a quiz, and you're still paying for the class, I feel like that should be okay. I don't think it should be like, show up and you pass or whatever. Like, I don't get that. I really don't, but whatever. Like, students are paying to be here. If they don't want to literally be there, that's on them. There's literally this one class that I took last semester where everybody, like, nobody read the book, because you didn't need to read the book because everything was in the PowerPoints in class. And so people would just come in and she'd be like, who read the book? And everybody would be like, not me, except for like 2 students. Our teacher got so fed up with the fact that people weren't reading the book, people were skipping class, that she literally called one-on-one meetings with every student in this class. So when it came time for my little one-on-one meeting, I walk in, sit down, and she's like, well, it looks like you would rather be literally anywhere else but here, so like, what's your deal? Like, what's up? And honestly, I can keep like a pretty straight face. Like, I try to not be disrespectful, but she just out to me, and I was like, well, you see, that's because this class could just as easily have been an online class, and I would be doing equally as good, if not better, that I could like learn on my own time. Because if you're just gonna say, read the book and like do homework, and it's just like, do it at home, I can do it at home. Like, I don't get it. If my camera stops recording one more time, time, I'm going to grab it and chuck the whole thing out the window. The camera, the mic, the tripod, it's all going out the— It just did it again! Ah! And what stinks is I went into that class really looking forward to like learning the topics, which, fun fact, it's not even in my major, but it covered significantly more relevant things that I want to do in my field that pertain to the digital media side of my major, and it wasn't even an RTD class. I can't. Extremely long tangent aside, don't really like college, I guess, is the point of this. And that's not to say that like, oh, I'm ungrateful, like, I'm happy to be in college in terms of experiencing new things. I get to play Quidditch. I freaking love it. Like, it's amazing. I have a job that I'm so, like, happy to have because it actually pertains to what I want to do in life. I'm getting work experience. Wow! And I get to pet dogs. Like, what more could you want in life than to pet dogs? But in terms of the classroom environment, it's just been very lackluster. And I get that there's people that are like, well, college isn't just about what you do in the classroom, it's about the extracurricular activities and other things that you do outside of the classroom and opportunities that you are presented like to you by the school. But like, the job I have, I didn't get from the school in terms of them being like, oh, here, these are like school jobs available in your field. The other work that I've done on my own that pertains to my field, I didn't get from the school at all. Like, I didn't get it from a club or anything. I'm not involved in any clubs that pertain to my major because there's no clubs that pertain to what I actually want to do. There's film clubs. I don't want to make movies. I don't want to work in cinema. I don't want to work in TV. Like, I wrote for a news station, a student news station be it, but nonetheless, did writing for that. Hated every minute of it. That was the reason I changed what my specialization was, because I was like, this sucks. And I'm well aware that there's pros that outweigh these cons, but the problem for me is the fact that the biggest con is that I feel like I'm losing time. And as somebody who is such a realist, I'm like, I know that I could die at any second. Like, our days are numbered. That's life. Like, the fact that I don't want my moments in life to just be like, oh yeah, I went to school and then I died. Like, I don't want to graduate and then like get hit by a truck. And so that's like my biggest thing that I just find unnerving, is the fact that like, there's it's a lot. I have no intent of like dropping out of school because, quite frankly, I've already spent 3 years here, like might as well finish it up. And also because like if I did drop out and I was applying for jobs, you're gonna be like, oh well, what have you done the past 3 years? And I'm like, well, I was in school and then I dropped out. They're like, why? Like, I feel like once you do that much, it's like you've committed. You might as well finish the job. Thanks for watching my early life crises. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to my channel down below so you can keep up with me, you know, when I decide to upload another video. Be sure to follow my social medias in the description so you can keep up with me, you know, when I'm not uploading videos. I love you guys as much as I can love somebody on the internet whom which I do not know.